I'm not gonna judge you.
Good. I'll judge myself. So, you've been doing comedy a long time, my pal, my friend, my bestie.
38 years.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
38 years.
There's not enough respect for people that have, like young people come into comedy and they're like, oh, I could do this, I could host a mic, and
Yeah.
you've put the time in. Let's
41 years.
38 to 41, wow.
38 to 41 to...
Turning the clocks back.
No,
didn't fix a
I've
thing.
done it for 20 years.
20, okay.
I was just kidding around.
I know. So, what would you like your fans, people that are going to be new fans of yours, to know about you?
Well, I mean, I'm just that kind of guy. I mean, I'm an adventurer. I don't. I like sports that involve balls. I don't like, like track and field and stuff.
You like football, basketball, those kind
Yeah.
of things? You're right down the middle with that.
I like trying to watch that ball move around.
Yeah, but tennis is kind of exhausting for the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, draw the line with tennis.
Well, I just kind of look more towards the middle of the court and just see as it goes back and forth through that zone for the most part.
That's good. Yeah. So, what was your,
Childhood life?
when did people tell you you're hella funny and should go?
No. I read an article in Vogue magazine that said what the hot spots were in local society in the Southern California area. And I read an interesting letter that basically said, if you get a funny feeling when you see something funny, do something funny. So I've been just doing that sort of philosophy the last few years.
Nice. What's your favorite type of thing to talk about?
Oh, I like just talking about, whatever I kind of like talking about whatever someone else wants to talk about, and and kind of add on to that conversation in my own way.
You're really funny when you get into crowd work you didn't expect. I noticed that's when
Thank you.
things really elevate. When other people would fail, you go into overdrive. Is that what you're talking about a little bit?
People don't consider overdrive to be an actual gear. It's overdrive. But I consider it to be another gear, and I like to use it as another gear, and I like to use it to my advantage, and I like to use it to fight crime. But most of all, I like coffee without cream.
Jeez.
So that's just a Southern boy talking right there.
Southern? Where's the Southern come in? I knew California, right?
Well, I'm from northern Southern California, which is just south of the north, but not south enough to be south.
Hilarious.
Trying to do my best.
So the crowds here, and this is some of the crowds. Here's a lady that's in the competition
They're looking
tonight.
for the
They
bathroom.
found it.
It's kind of a weird location. You filmed this in front of a bathroom.
I did. Well, there's a certain essence you have to have if you're going to.
Well, I think essence is supposed to be left in the bathroom.
We'll find
honest
out,
with you.
ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you come to Harvey's, when you travel around the country, what is something funny that happens in certain part of the country that doesn't happen in another?
Well, if you're in the wrong hotel room, the clicker's sticky. If you're in the right hotel room, there isn't a clicker. And if you know what the word clicker is, then that's even more funny. You know what clicker is? I know what it is. It's
Yeah.
those clickers used to be two buttons, channel and tapioca.
Her name's Tapioca. You
Her
have her
name's
come in every
Tapioca.
morning.
Yep.
Yeah. Lost my earring. Oh well, so much for that. You know what I say? If it falls, you don't need it.
If it falls and it calls, then take it to the walls.
There we go. So, where are you going to be performing in the next month? Because people
I'm going to
will
be at
wanna-
Harvey's in about 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I
know we need to let you go.
I don't know
Thank
where
you.
I'll be. I'll be somewhere in Michigan in December. And,
Yep.
But tastyjeff.com, at the Jeff Richards, Instagram, and I have to get in my canoe and paddle onward.
There we go. You're awesome. Thank you
Okay.
so much for this.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Jeff.